This week 0 picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
Hey, this is Brandon Lang. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Fucking shine box.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stuck in the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Take the safeties off.
Take the safeties
live
off.
Bullets.
We have live bullets.
Live bullets. And a game in Ireland for some reason.
And a game of in Ireland. It is officially week 0 college football. Kind of makes me jealous. They don't have a week 0 for the National Football League. I guess we have 3 preseason games.
You have to think about it a little differently. This was obviously created because of the NFL. They had to count backwards.
All right, I like that. There, hey, we gotta leave room for the National Football League.
It's like the years, right? Like somewhere along the way, we just said, hey, a couple thousand years ago, we're going to start counting negative from this point. So that's the NFL week 1. So it had to be week 0.
Chat is lit. Everyone is excited. College football is back. Kramer, we just did one of our division previews. Of course, we just knocked out 32 NFL team previews. Shout out to everyone who has submitted the phrase that pays. Of course, we're giving away $1,000 circa NFL future on the week 1 NFL pick show. Plenty of time to get it in, as we will draw it that Wednesday night before the season starts. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/phrase to submit the phrase. But enough messing around here from the college football experience. Colby Nate, aka Pick Dundee. Colby, it's official. We're back. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and it's something that I just thought of something. I think you guys are that next year it's going to be a lot better. I think.
Whoa!
What do you mean? Week 0?
Yes, because the FCS has moving. They've been playing 11 games over the years. They are going to a 12-game season. I think they're going to highlight week 1.
Oh, nice.
As week 0. So we're going to get a bunch of FCS games. I think that's what the plan is. We'll see. I could be ahead of it a little bit there, but I believe that's what they're trying to do.
He's already out on this year. He's already out.
He's already looking ahead to week 0 in 2026. Colby, aka
Unreal.
Pablo Picasso. Let's live in the moment. And yeah, I honestly, some of my most fun college football handicapping was when we got that standalone FCS football season in 2021. Yep. We had just launched the studio. I felt like it was able to get laser focused on the FCS. Very fun.
We did
Cam
brackets.
Ward was in there on that Incarnate Ward team. Ironically,
yeah. Cam Scatteraboo played for Sac State. I mean, lot of guys that have since gone to either the FBS or gone to the NFL and been pretty good. So yeah, that was Mark Gronowski. You're going to see this year. Iowa starting quarterback was at South Dakota State. Won a couple natties there. So yeah, I mean, you can get ahead of it. This is, I didn't realize this would help me so much, because as you're previewing all the 136, you're like, wait a second, I know this guy. Oh yeah, he's the wide receiver from Incarnate Word or something, so it helps you with the FBS as well.
Yeah.
He's stretching. I think the average person isn't going to go now watch FCS just to learn more.
Well, if you know ball and if you care about college football,
I'll learn about him when he gets up to the top level.
Oh, that's what we have. That's what we have Colby for. Colby does, but he's like a FCS Sherpa. He does climbs the Nepal of FCS. He's the one who's going to be giving us inside information on Nichols. But we always fade them because they're Nazis, regardless. Hey, also, if you missed it, we did our annual episode with Phil Steele.
Yes.
Very fun. It was great getting some insight from Phil Steele. He co-signed my play of Penn State winning the Natty. He was also very polite about my my Oklahoma State to win the Big 12. But that's a good transition, at least for me, Kramer, because we have a Big 12 conference game. Colby, I know, is pissed because it's a conference game in Ireland. Farmageddon. They do at least have farms over in Ireland.
It is well. Before we get into the game and Colby's surely his complaints about this game. Is there anything about the college football season, Colby, that maybe people should know? Maybe they're waking up from a slumber. They haven't listened to all our conference previews, which you probably should do that. Now, maybe before the 136 team previews on Colby's feed, listen to the TMZ version. Colby, anything we want to tell people about this year that's different?
They still have the real kickoff, so football is still being played. Yeah, look, what the playoff? I mean, if the 12-team playoff, you don't get the bye anymore. Or I'm sorry, like Boise got in as a bye. How do you say this correctly? They're going top 12 seeding for the top 12 teams instead of
winning your conference doesn't secure you a top seed.
Why is that so hard to explain?
I'll do it. The top 4 seeds receive buys.
Yes,
but the top 4 seeds, there's no guarantee to a top seed.
Yeah, the 12 teams get in. Yep. Now, if you win your conference, you are guaranteed to get in, but you're not guaranteed a top 4 spot or a bye.
Yeah, I would say that this is probably the right way to do this. The funny thing about everything that's happening in college right now is how they're essentially pushing themselves to a place where they have to get rid of their own conference championship games. With this playoff, this drunk on the playoff, they're just gonna they realize they have to give back the conference championship.
I just love that there's no stability each year. As college football fans, we have to refigure out how to do college football. Same with college basketball. They tried to make that tournament bigger.
Yeah, it's like I'm going through it right now.
It's part of college football is figuring out the rules and everything like with college football.
Your wacko buddy that runs the fantasy league and has
yeah, we're gonna hey, we figured out a better way. Last year was great, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think this change I actually think is probably correct. Though.
Yeah, but but allowing this change creates doesn't close the door of like, hey, this is it. We're gonna keep it this way for a while.
Yeah,
because they were like, oh, we're not gonna change it. Okay, well, yeah, obviously we're gonna change it a little bit, and then okay, we're expansion, but not till this. They're gonna remake it every year now.
Well, it's also funny how they went from like 2 teams is perfect, 2 teams is perfect, 2 teams is perfect. We invented the playoff, 4 teams. We can't do any more. The regular season. Poof, 12 teams. This is fucking rad. We got playoff football. Let's go to 28 teams. It's like, what? You idiots. Like,
how ridiculous, by the way. 28 teams, 7 auto bids.
I mean, look, Colby.
Mike Leach is salivating in heaven because slowly we're getting close to his dream of 64.
He didn't have the auto bids.
Here's what I'd say. If we're going to get to 28, you have to give 10 auto bids to the conference winners or 9 or whatever, for observing the Pac-2 12 as a conference. If you're going to have that many teams, you have to give automatic bids to conference winners. Now that's
fine. Auto bid for conference winners, I'm fine with.
But it doesn't have to be a home game. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Just you're in. Anyway.
All right.
But
now that we solved college football,
I think it's funny because forever Colby wanted 64 teams, and now that we're staring down the barrel of 64 teams,
it is slightly different having Colby remote because he's raising his hand. It's easier to blow by him when he's remote. Yes, Colby, you have the floor.
Well, no, look, I never thought there would even be. I didn't even think someone would think, hey, we can do a conference and have 7 auto.
That's crazy.
I mean, insane shit. So this is a terrible idea. I want the 28 teams, but not like that. And another thing I should note, news for this year, since we are covering the FCS, subscribe to the FCS College Football Experience. The Ivy League is playing in the playoffs now. They are playing ball. All right. These private school pussies grabbed their nuts and said, let's go. Let's play a little FCS playoff football.
I like to hear that. Okay. That sounds like enough. Maybe we can spread the rest of the belly aching out over the next 25 weeks or so, like a good contract. Push out that money. Hear Colby complain week over week. main complaint I'm sure he's going to have on this episode is that we're playing.
No, don't get him started.
One of the oldest rivalries in all of
Colby
football.
probably doesn't even know what year Farmageddon started.
Colby, care to take a stab at this one?
Show the slides. It's there, buddy.
He's got. He has it.
Whoa! He said
they've been playing this since 1917.
He said, "Play my damn music."
We honor history here. All right.
So Colby, I was looking into this because I was like, that's interesting. I wonder what the longest running rivalries are, and I was shocked to see what the longest active running rivalry in all of college football is. It is a
Why
major.
do I know this? We talked about this in the past month or two, but I can't.
I'll tell you.
I thought it was going to be Army Navy, but it's not.
It's not
World War. Yeah.
Number 2 is Stanford versus Cal.
Awesome rivalry.
131 straight games. But do you know that number 1?
I know it because we talked about it like 2 months ago, but I'm drawing a blank on it right now.
I think it's got to be like Yale.
It is Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
Paul Bunyan's axe since 1890. Interestingly enough, in this exercise, I also learned that Realignment has there's a number of insanely old. I can see why Colby gets upset at this stuff. There's like all these streaks that are going to get crushed over the next couple of years with the new conferences. Anyway.
Oh yeah, let's have this. Look. The whole world's excited for that Maryland UCLA game this year.
Well, you can't win them all, Colby, but Kansas State and Iowa State agreed to head across the pond to Dublin, Ireland. It's going to be a 9 a.m. kick here on the West Coast. So relatively normal body clock kick for these guys over, even though it'll be 5 o'clock local time. Kansas State laying 3.5 here. Minus I just see established 19. That was going to be Sean's trivia question. It's like -3 on the slide, -3.5 at most places now, -160 on the money line. Iowa State +135. You can certainly shop this if you want to play a juice 3. 49.5 is the total. We did a little bit of research on this. It does seem like both teams are going to get some nice bags here with this Ireland game. But from what I can tell, Iowa State has a larger contingent in Ireland. The governor of Iowa is going to the game. I couldn't confirm the governor of Kansas would be there. And that you're damn right. That's part of my handicap, Colby. And yeah,
can I just go ahead and say, I think the food in Ireland's better than the food in Kansas.
Well,
get a good shepherd's pie.
I'm joking.
You know how I feel about those flyover states, but they do have meat in Kansas.
Yeah, I feel like they got good some
barbecue.
good steaks.
Iowa. I apologize. Kansas is better than Iowa on thought. Iowa, they got like taco pizzas and shit they're doing in Iowa. It's all messed up.
You know
they
what it is?
Fuck up 2 cultures with one menu item.
Think about how far they are from all the coasts.
Yeah.
So by the time the food evolves into Iowa, it's evolved into the same slop. No disrespect to people from Iowa.
No. Why would they be disrespected by calling their food slop? I'll start. I'm all over Iowa State. We talked about this a while ago on the VSiN show, but given this Iowa State team 3.5 points, this should be a game with I'm sure you're on the same page here, Colby, but with the exception of Notre Dame just destroying Navy. And I feel like I was on Navy and just come on, guys. They were catching a ton of points. Hey, we got this. For the most part, the dogs have been barking in Dublin. And I don't see why we don't get this again. Georgia Tech, we were all over them last year. Northwestern, same thing. I think I had Georgia Tech and Northwestern on the money line both times. I think you just can't give this many points in a game that could end up getting a little ugly, a little sloppy. 3.5 points can go a long way. I do like Iowa State on the money line as well. Kansas State hasn't been great against the spread last year. And you look back, Kansas State, Avery Johnson, he had a very good game last year. They played and they still lost 12 of 28, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns. The only loss that they had, Kansas State, where he didn't throw an interception, played well and still lost, and they're a 3.5 point favorite. Also, the Kansas K-State defense is banged up. We'll see who actually ends up getting out there, but it's tough for me to make a case for laying 3.5 on Kansas State. The only reason I would take Kansas State is if I want to get cute and go, oh, everyone's on Iowa State. I haven't heard a lot of people making a case for Kansas State, but Colby, what are you doing?
No, I'm with you. Look, to me, Matt Campbell. First, he has Kleiman's number. I think he's 4-1 in his last, or since Kleiman took the K-State job, and the one loss was a 10-9 game. So you're getting Matt Campbell. Even his worst teams, to me, like they're in every game. So you're getting more than a field goal. I feel like 90% of his losses are games, within either a field goal or a touchdown. But I also the real analysis I think is, I trust Rocco Becht. To me, he plays. He's the more trustworthy quarterback. Yes, Avery Johnson is the guy that can have the highlight to take an 80-yard touchdown run or something like that. But he also throws some crazy passes, and I know he's probably due to take that next step because he was one of their biggest recruits ever at Kansas State. But I got to see it. I trust Rocco Becht. I think people make a big deal of these receivers going to the NFL. Sure, they lost their wideouts to the NFL, but to me, I think they'll be fine. He's done this for years where they've found either they go to the tight ends. I think he said that at Big 12 Media Day, we're going to use our tight ends more, 2 tight end sets a lot. Love their backs with Hansen and Sama there. So I'm going to trust the team that I think plays more mistake-free football, and that is Iowa State. So give me the 3.5. I think they're going to win it outright.
Kramer, what are you doing? You on Iowa State too, right?
Yeah, very much so. Take the 3, take the 3.5. Probably take the money line. I think I'm expecting Iowa State to be more represented over here, and from what I can tell, Kansas State's also doing that weird thing that we've heard NFL teams kind of complain about after the fact, where they take the red eye, they land, and they go right to practice. Whereas it looks like Iowa State's getting there a little bit earlier, so there'll be kind of a rest period in between. They're both getting there. And no, I'm sorry. Iowa State getting there Wednesday. So they've already left most likely. So depending if that's part of your handicap, but yeah, no, Iowa State's the play here. I think we already, I have a paper ticket on this from months ago.
Yeah. As soon as it opened,
when we first talked about this game,
let's get it.
Game number 2, somehow, I sent Colby over the sheet. I said, "Hey, Colby, it's." And by the way, we didn't even. Can you play do we have the beer cracking open? This is Colby's 6-pack, aka his favorite 6 games of the weekend. But I sent over the original. I sent over the first revision of the sheet. I said, "Hey, Colby, 5 games this week," and he responds to me in a cryptic way where he just says, "Games are in the sheet."
Yeah. And you were only going to try and pick 5 games, Kramer. Colby was having any of that.
So for those who are wondering, we're going to talk about a game being kicked off at 10 a.m. Pacific time in beautiful Louisiana, where Incarnate Ward and Nichols State playing each other. If you've never heard of these teams, they play in the FCS. And Incarnate Ward laying 12.5. I assume perennial power. I assume they're coming
wait a
up.
Second. Wait a second. If you've never heard of these guys, the first pick in the draft spent more time at Incarnate Word than he did Miami.
Who's that?
Cam Ward. Yeah.
You heard of him? Have you heard of him?
I'm slightly familiar with his game.
Who's he dating? Who's he dating, Kramer?
Nobody. He's dating the game.
It is funny how he's a number 1 pick. He's a quarterback, and Shadour's like every other quarterback. I feel like is getting more talk than the number 1 pick overall. Like it's been for a guy who went number 1 overall. It's kind of been a quiet season, at least preseason. Of course, Nichols with the accidentally made their mascot a Nazi.
No, there's no accident. What do you mean accident?
I mean the red and black. Like if it was
accident.
If it was different colors.
Hold on, we have another view. We have another view here in real life.
I mean, imagine running into that guy. You go, and he's even got like those evil eyebrows.
I mean, look at the logo on his chest. It's like SS.
Yo, I mean, that is. I have vivid memories of watching World War II documentaries where they're pulling down those eagles, those Nazi eagles that were on all the buildings.
That looks bad. Abort.
Zig Heil, not Nichols State. So normally we just fade Nichols State, but Colby, what are your thoughts on this game? And Kramer, did you say the line? It's
12.5. And the last thing I didn't the real quick, Colby. Sorry, the last thing I failed to mention about the Iowa State Kansas State game was the betting splits. Very much per the betting splits, a pros versus Joe's game, Sean. Close to 80% of the handle on DK on Kansas State.
Oh, really?
Over 80% of the handle at Circa on Iowa State.
That makes me like it better because again, going back to the only reason I take K-State is because I hadn't heard anyone really make a case.
I would identify. They seem to be identifying as public side right now. Anyway, back to the FCS game between the dinosaurs and the Nazis. Colby.
Well, you guys forgot Lindsey Scott was a Nichols legend.
Oh, yep,
right?
like him too. Where's he at now?
He was in the UFL for the Arlington Renegades or some shit like that. But look, also star running back, my guy Colin Guggenheim, he's gone. All right, Nichols. The FCS names are the best, by the way. But
you got to be quiet when you're hanging out with Kyle Guggenheim. They'll shush you at the
Colin
Guggenheim.
But Nichols, I just can't get there with them. I'm not even sure. Are they starting Deuce Hogan at the quarterback spot, the former Kentucky Wildcat? I don't know. Incarnate Word spends a lot of money on football. They're probably going to be in the FBS, I'd say, in the next decade. That down there in San Antonio. So look, they lost Zach Calzada, their starting quarterback from a year ago. He's now at Kentucky, but like I said, they spend money. Richard Torres, I think, will get the start. I know they also have Richie Munoz, the former Weber State quarterback, and they got like a slew of great guys. Like this offense has got guys. They got first team, Southland tight end Logan Compton. They got some great wideouts. I'm just going to lay the number. Nichols is kind of a mystery team. There's a lot of unknowns there, but give me Incarnate Word minus the points.
Lindsey Scott Jr. no longer playing football after his short stint in the UFL with the Roughnecks and the Renegades. He's now an assistant quarterbacks coach for Texas Tech.
Tommy Rybacki is the new Nichols head coach. He's been at Nichols State now, entering his 11th season. Looking to build on. I think he was the defensive coordinator. Colby.
Do what on his backy?
Rybacki. I mean, I hate taking a huge road favorite in an Incarnate Word, but I can't make a case for Nichols. Are we crazy? Is there a chance where Rybacki has the defense fired up and they keep this close?
Just maybe the fact it's week 0. No, I just think Incarnate Word, like there's a big difference in the money they spend. They spend like an FBS team. Incarnate Word does to me. So like a group of 5 FBS team, and Nichols just isn't on that level yet. So
and they're Nazis.
Yeah.
Kramer, are you taking the Nazis or Incarnate Word?
I'm going to take the Nazis.
Really? You like him here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Although I will say with these types of numbers, I mean, I would assume the FCS is like those early round games in March Madness, Colby, where when the favorite is generally, you know what? Let's just be chalky in the FCS.
All right. So everyone on Incarnate Word laying the 12.5, and of course, shout out to mybookie.ag, looking to get down on college football. Looking to get down on some live in-game wagering, fast, easy deposits, and even easier withdrawals in that sweet, sweet cryptocurrency. Head over to mybookie.ag. They got a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. Terms and conditions apply when you use the promo code SGPN. Mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And we also got Rhythm, great for college football and the NFL. They crushed it last year on the FCS totals. Highly recommend firing up the old Rhythm app. I think they were 12-4 on FCS totals week 0, week 1. Great time to fire open the Rhythm app. I will give you this. Rhythm really liked UNLV. We'll get to that game coming up. They really liked UNLV laying the big number. Let's see what my top 5 numbers are saying here. But yeah, UNLV laying the 24.5. They're on board there, but you can build your own model, which is super fun, or you can just rely on Rhythms picks. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM to get your 7-day free trial. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM.
All right. Speaking of that game, next up on the docket, look at these beautiful logos. UNLV
Rebels
hosting Idaho State, 1 p.m. on the West Coast. Yes, Colby.
I mean, shout out to Merrill Hodge. Find a way.
I almost used him, but then I listened to the Brandon Lang station ID and it made me laugh.
Well, and there was a time period where internally at SGPN, if people were, I can't do this, I can't do that, I got a problem.
Sean just hit him with the book cover.
I can't get this thing out. This isn't going. And I would just screenshot Merrill Hodge, find a way, and then just send it over. Merrill Hodge, find a way. Just like Kramer found a way to, when we were in Idaho State territory, right next to Wazoo.
No. That's Idaho. That's the Vandals.
Oh, you're right.
How dare, do not make, we're not getting a 3-star review already. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Oh, whatever. It felt like a good way to crowbar in you ordering a chickpea burger at an awesome burger place. There you go. Sean, I don't know if I can get this post out. Here you go.
What a hilarious thing to put on your book cover. ESPN, NFL Live.
It's a sweet headshot.
All right. So we got Idaho State. We got UNLV laying now 25.5. I believe this opened much shorter than this. Maybe even as Colby, did this open at 21? Everyone's betting UNLV. Everyone loves UNLV. UNLV also with a tremendous logo. And if you're not familiar, you kind of get taken by surprise sometimes when you see the cowboy shit in and around Vegas for UNLV. And then it's like, they are the Rebels. It does make sense. Anyway, minus 25.5, minus 4,000 on the money line, plus 1,400 for the FCS squad. 64.5 is the total. Idaho State wasn't even that good in FCS, were they?
No, but Cody Hawkins has been building this thing, man. He hired his dad to the staff, Dan Hawkins, who had a big influence on Boise State. And, it's going to be, they run the run and shoot. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do. The 2-game jump from year 1 to year 2. So, hey, maybe this offense, Buddy Blevins, that offense, but I think that you got to lay it. And I also think the total is going to hit on the over here. Cause I think Idaho State, they returned 4 or 6 wideouts. They get their quarterback back. They kind of got raided in the portal, defensively and on the O-line a little bit, but I tend to think they're going to give up a shit ton of points because Mullen's offense will fly with Calandria and Alex Orji. They say if they bring it out,
it does seem like they haven't announced the UNLV starting quarterback, but you do think they go with Orji, right?
I think they're going to go with Calandria, but
really, okay.
But I think both will play in this game. All right,
Alex, I'm here for the Orgy. I'm with you. I think you got to lay with UNLV. Rhythm likes it. I'll take their advice on this. Idaho State, if you're making a case for them, they were kind of frisky last year against Oregon State in the opener. They only lost by 23. So I think if you're making a case for Idaho State, you cite that game week 1, but I'm not super high on UNLV overall for the season because I think just everything broke right for them. But in this spot at home in Allegiant, they're gonna roll. So I'm with you, Colby. I'm laying it. Kramer, what do you
want to know the power of Dan
with the total too?
Yeah, I'm with Colby because it does seem like that. Even if Idaho State has some success, they'll give up a ton of points too. Dan Mullen has powers. 3 ballots had in the AP top 25 poll had UNLV in the top 25, and I believe one had them as high as 12th. So you want to understand why Dan Mullen keeps getting jobs in college football.
And before this game, lock up the under on the season win total
for UNLV. Really? Why not wait till they win this game and then grab it?
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, I don't think
it shouldn't move, but those things, they don't exactly always work like that.
I guess if you're, maybe there's a chance Idaho State pulls it out, but then
no.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I would say?
No.
Probably my lock of the weekend. If anyone asks out in Vegas, is going to be the minus 4,000 money line. Throw that into a parlay. Yeah, parlay builder, bankroll builder alert. Yeah, UNLV. Let's go. We're
Colby. Are you going to be going to this game? I know you love Dome football. We're going to be out in Vegas as part of
we should go
Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Because this counts as an SGPN expense, right? You guys got us some tickets.
That is true.
Well, it can't be that expensive.
Actually, yes, I'd happily a whole $20 to get into this game. Yeah, that's your Christmas. That's your bonus, Colby.
Me and Mac will take you up on that. But here's the thing: is I've somehow ended up in like a lot of Twitter arguments.
Oh no!
These UNLV fans,
like you.
They think I'm an Idaho State fan.
Oh, so you might be in danger.
It's fucking hilarious because I was making the point that no one shows up to their games, and then people started shitting on me. They started shitting on my receding hairline. I mean, they were coming at like everything, saying this guy calls himself Pick Dundee. He's a fucking idiot. Right? He's in his 40s and he podcasts. What a loser! I mean, that's your
podcasting prime is your 40s.
Yeah, where are these kids up to?
Well, all I was trying to say was I don't think the students really show up to UNLV games. I was asking an honest question: how many students will be at this game? Then they assumed I was an Idaho State fan, and then they looked up Idaho State in roll or how many people show up to their games. And they didn't even realize, I think, that Idaho State was their first opponent. That's proving my point correct, that UNLV fans are fucking fickle as shit. So, but anyway, I do have a gap tooth. All right.
Well, getting out ahead of that one. So, Colby's rattles. Colby's rattled.
I honestly love shit talk online. Like I'd wake up, dude. I had no idea. I was asking an honest question. I was not trying to shit on UNLV.
You sound like my wife. I was just asking a question.
Dude, I woke up and just entire Twitter just bombing on my fucking face, my hair, my fucking career, my just everything.
And it's UNLV.
I was not even the SEC. I was showing it to my wife. I was like, look at this shit. I was just trying to ask how many fans do you really think will be there?
Well, in some way, maybe I am a little selling UNLV short. I didn't realize they had that type of fan base that would unleash on Colby like middle of the week.
I think it started from they probably remind like last year I took the under and I lost on it. Me and CJ did, and maybe they remember my face from that. I don't know, but I was just trying to ask a normal question.
Let's be honest. UNLV doesn't have a lot of fans.
Oh, right. I mean, how dare you?
I mean, they have fans, but they don't have a lot of them. Fans.
That student section is like, it's like a rec league basketball game.
Maybe don't play in that dome. Maybe play in a smaller stadium.
Oh,
come on, Kramer.
They sold
Kramer,
back to the city. Right?
This is week 0. We have the entire year to get him fired up.
God, Sam Boyd is a gold mine. It's one of the greatest. Should be protected. Why? And look, I honestly, like, guys, you guys got to watch out when I'm at Circa. When I'm at Circa,
can we mute him remotely?
you give me a few drinks. Derek Stevens might get me. He might escort me out of there because I'm gonna be like, Derek, you got to buy Sam Boyd. You got to buy the rubber ball.
We'll talk.
You got to buy these fucking stadiums, dude.
Right? I think he would actually enjoy your take on that.
Yeah,
and be like, this guy, great idea.
Derek loves ball. I don't know if he's gonna invest, but I'll ask. We can ask.
Well, we were hanging out one time, all of us, the whole crew, March Madness, with Derek. Oh well, we go to meet Derek at the bar, and I was wearing a "Run the Damn Ball" T-shirt.
Yes, he liked that.
It looked like he had a few prior to seeing us, but we talked about "Run the Damn Ball" about 40 times that night. It was a great night. I could see that working out.
1:30 p.m. on the West Coast show. We got another FCS battle between the. Wait, is Tarleton FBS now, Colby? Am I misspeaking?
No, but there's rumblings that might be next year.
Okay, Tarleton State, very fringe FBS program, taking on Portland State, which they were decent last year, yes or no?
Portland State, no, they won like 3 games.
Okay,
yeah.
No.
Recently, they've been good. No,
Bruce Barnum, one of those years had them like top 15.
Yeah,
I feel like
Tarleton State though, they're coming in with a lot of heat, and that's why they're favored by what 11.5, 12. We're calling it 11.5.
Yeah, 11 and a half is the number that Colby came up with.
Well, yeah, sort of. But these lines are going to jump. I mean, FCS lines jump. They fucking jump. So get in where you can, because I look, Portland State. First off, have you guys seen the state? So Portland State used to play at Providence Park, which is like a classic stadium, but because they had to battle the MLS team there, they just said fuck it, and they went to this stadium that they currently play at. I'm trying to think of the name, but it's pretty pathetic.
Oh no!
Load it up. Google image that thing, man.
Portland State Stadium.
I forget the name of it right now.
Right,
Is it Hillsborough? I think it's Hillsborough Stadium.
So I was hoping, because I don't want to. Tarleton State. I mean, they're road favorites here for a reason. Victor Gabalis. He's on
Dog.
I mean, he's on the list. They said of the preseason Walter Payton list for National Player of the Year. The Tarleton State Texans coming off a very good season.
Defense got studs on it. I mean, Brandon Tolbert on the D line, dog Rawls. I mean, spot.
To me, Tarleton State's the easy selection. I want to talk myself into Portland State, but if they don't have a legit home field, I don't know. It's going to be tough to get there. What are you doing, Colby?
Wait, is this it?
Yeah. Take.
No, come on.
No. But it's similar. Hold on. Go. That's it. That is it. Hold on. But that
no. This was the
MLS.
This was in This was in 2009. I was joking because it makes the grass look so bad.
But it does. It looks like that and on one side there's no stadium. On the other side there's no stadium. Yeah, one side looks like that, and it's one of the worst stadiums in the FCS. So if you can. So you went to the wiki page. I think if you just Google image this, look, I'm laying it with Tarleton State though. I know Portland State, Jerry Glanville once coached for him. June Jones played for him, but I mean, those are our guys, but I just think Barnum and them are going up against, I mean, Tarleton spends once again, there's a big gap between the way these teams, essentially spend their money. Portland State's kind of a poverty program right now, and I don't even know who's starting a quarterback. I'm assuming it's John Kewa Sagapulate.
Just one more time.
John Kewa Sagapulate.
How do you spell? So key.
Don't ask me.
How do you pronounce Sagapulutele?
You nailed it.
I think you got it.
Sagapulate.
So as of a couple of years ago, Portland State was 42nd in spending. As compared, Tarleton State spent about 50% more than them. So and this was from 3 years ago, so maybe it's changed even worse.
Tarleton once they're honestly they will be an FBS team soon. Like that one that like they've made it known that they're going to do that. They went out and got Hawaii's starting running back from 2 years ago, Tylen Hines, in the portal.
Pretty wild.
I'm telling you, I think they're going to whoop their ass, man. Todd Witten's got the Texans program rolling.
When in doubt, take the favorite in the FCS. I wonder what these spreads will move to.
Yeah, and these are we got these from an odds maker, so we'll see what ends up. I mean, these FCS lines move a bunch, but Kramer, what are you doing?
For the record, an odds maker that isn't Colby.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you lay the points in the FCS unless you have a good reason not to lay the points. In the
Fair
FCS.
enough.
3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. It is time to talk about games that most people will care more about. Fresno State heads to Lawrence, Kansas. Where Kansas, this is 3 years without a stadium? Has it been? They opened
just last year.
What?
Just last year, brother.
That was a long time. Kansas laying 12.5 in the new stadium.
Kramer's been time 480. Traveling.
I feel like we were doing Kansas not having home game bit. Maybe that was that Northwestern multi-year without the stadium.
Yes. But they have, but their temporary stadium is much better. That's their problem.
Yeah, Sam Houston State catching or plus 285. No, Fresno State plus 360 on the money line. Kansas minus 480. 50.5 is the total. I assume this is a great Kansas logo. Also, by the way, for those watching on YouTube, if you're not, it looks like it was drawn by a child in some sort of contest, and the football is a bomb.
Well, we have a similar
probably
style.
Offensive.
We have a similar style T-shirt in our merch store where it's Uncle Sam riding an eagle, and the bomb has for corporate gambling written on it.
Oh,
it's pretty sweet T-shirt if you like America, which I assume most of our audience does. This is interesting because
well, can we talk about the logo that Colby used for the bulldog? It looks like a strung out bulldog.
It looks like that is Fresno.
It's just not healthy. Though.
He hasn't. He's got aluminum foil on the windows. He hasn't been answering his texts. People are starting to get worried. Reminds me of a guy who used to work here back in Better Than Ever. That will remind you guys who I'm talking about. But I'm a little torn here. I like Kansas overall. We took some shots on Jalen Daniels or Heisman Trophy at 300-1. I think they're going to be good this year. I like him in the new stadium, but Fresno State, they got EJ Warner coming to town with 12.5 points. Colby, can they backdoor this? I feel like it's bad juju to go against Kansas because I like them for the season, but this being over 10 points, I'm thinking about it. What are you doing here, Colby?
Yeah, I mean so this was at like 15 or 16 or something when it opened. I think now I think you got to buy into Kansas. They're opening up this new stadium. I think it's exciting for Kansas fans, even though I think it looks like an MLS stadium. But yeah, terrible job in my opinion. But so Matt Entz, Fresno State's head coach, comes over from North Dakota State. Well, he was at USC for 1 year, but prior to that, he was at North Dakota State with your boy Carson Wentz, Sean. So that should be enough. But he's shifting the like Fresno. Since I've ever known Fresno, has been like kind of they've been physical, but they've been a pass first team to me. Like back to the days of like Billy Volek and Trent Dilfer and all those guys. They're shifting their philosophy. I know they have Kurt Warner's son at quarterback, but like they're gonna be a power rushing team, and I think that might be a hard transition this year. So, under 2 touchdowns, I'm going to take Kansas here. I think Jalen Daniels. Last season he looked very uncomfortable because remember the OC Kotelnicki went to Penn State. He looked uncomfortable like the first 8 or 9 games, and then it started to get in a rhythm. And they got rid of Jeff Grimes, their OC. He's now at Wisconsin. They're going back to one of Kotelnicki's guys, so I think he's going to feel a little more smoother in that offense. So I'm actually going to lay it with Kansas here, lay the 12.5.
And I think Fresno, the heat and humidity is not quite what it'll be like in Kansas. They're playing this in like the afternoon. I think you add in
coming from wine country, Sean.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's not as the humidity is going to be an ass kicker, I think, for some of these Fresno State kids. So I will stick with Kansas at 12.5.
So you're saying Kurt Warner is going to be at this game?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know his personal schedule.
I'm out. I'm out on this team. I'm out on Kurt Warner.
Okay.
What are you talking about? He's a Giants legend. He's better than Eli.
Talk about a guy that got to the top and forgot where he came from. Just an all-time piece of shit.
Wow.
What?
Kurt Warner?
Come on. You've not listened to him call a game?
I think him and
they
do a great job.
Like the man's never done something wrong in the football field.
He's done a lot wrong.
Tremendously.
I like him in the broadcast booth. He's
what?
Yeah, I do.
No. All right, he's like rule number 1 of why quarterbacks should never be allowed to talk into a microphone.
I agree with Colby. Get back to bagging groceries.
He said every game should be played in a dome. Yep. Just because he played for the Iowa Barnstormers or some shit.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
You know
but
what I mean? Like
him and Kevin Harlan do a great job broadcasting.
Come on, you're stomping all over the bit where I get Colby riled up because he's throwing football. His son. So what? His son does kind of represent the next generation of people who would rather play football in a dome. This will not be played in a dome. We're all in on Kansas. This is the beginning of the Heisman campaign. Right?
All right, let's go, Jalen. Come on, light him up. Light him up.
4 touchdowns. And for those who like the bet splits, about 50-50. So nothing crazy here. People are betting Fresno State, it seems, so far. Probably just Kurt Warner and all that elitist money he has. Sam Houston State heads out to Kentucky, take on Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky laying 10.5 here, -365 on the money line. Sam Houston State +285, 61.5 is the total. Sam Houston State now is in the FBS, correct, Colby?
Yes, they won 9 games last year.
Congratulations. They spend money too. Hilltopper is a fun program. 76% of the handle currently on Western Kentucky. Colby, which side are we on?
Yeah, I'm gonna fade that because look, Western. It is tricky. I don't like fading. Maybe the most legendary name in college football, Maverick MacGyver at the quarterback spot for Western Kentucky, and he's with his OC coming over from Abilene Christian in the FCS. But look, both these teams are. I mean, obviously, Sam Houston State, Casey Keeler left for Temple, their head coach, and they bring in Phil Longo, who was running that dairy raid there.
Phil
in
Longo
Madison.
Tire.
Phil Longo Tire. But I Sam Houston, like one thing about Phil Longo's teams, it never worked with the dairy raid, but at North Carolina, that fucking offense flew. So I think the dairy raid thing was it was taboo, I think, within the program. I think this team will be able to score points. I don't know about either of these defenses. Once again, this is one where I think the over is a wise play. I think
61.5 is crazy. Yeah.
I think both offenses are going to fucking put up some points, but I do think this is a game. I mean, but they're both replacing so much. Okay, you have coaching continuity as the head coach at Western Kentucky, but you're breaking in, I think, a new OC, new DC. Sam Houston State breaking in a brand new staff. You do have a veteran quarterback, and you bring in Elijah Green at the running back spot, who was with him at North Carolina. I'll take the points. I think I wouldn't be surprised they won it outright because I just feel like this is just going to be a shit ton of offense.
I'm with you. 10.5 is too much to give Phil Longo and the Bearcats. They did this. They loaded up a bunch of transfers in the secondary. I think they're going to be somewhat competitive in this match against the Hilltoppers. 10.5, way too much. You also mentioned MacGyver. I went back one of my day jobs years ago. I worked at a copy store, mailboxes, etc. in Malibu, and the real MacGyver used to come in. He was a regular customer, didn't know how to do shit, and it was always great explaining to MacGyver how to like adjust contrast on a color copier, and he would just fuck up all the time with his copies, and he was completely. You couldn't. The actual guy, Richard Dean Anderson, was a nice guy, possibly high out of his mind, but he didn't know how to do anything. So it was complete opposite of his character. Like he would fuck up a wet dream, as my high school football coach said.
I don't think MacGyver was. We never saw him use duct tape for ejaculation.
But have you guys gone back? I know they remade the show, but have you actually gone back and watched the old ones?
Oh,
fucking hilarious!
That Knight Rider, they're all hilarious. So it's just
dude,
like
the MacGyver. I just went back randomly. It was on TV one time, and I was like channel surfing, and I watched one. They had like these Middle Eastern terrorists, like in turbans.
Probably white guys.
They were just white guys. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. It was just like, man, but I remember that show when I was a kid. I was like, this shit is awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well,
great television.
Yeah. Sick days were pretty rad. Just watch some Knight Rider, some MacGyver. Tried to unscramble channel 96 to get the Playboy channel.
Shout out to the Spice Channel.
Yeah.
Kramer, what are you doing here?
So last thing. Colby, do you want to explain what the hell the Western Kentucky logo is supposed to be?
Oh, it's like, Big Red, man.
It's a gumdrop.
Big Red, but what is that? What is Big Red?
He's a second cousin of Blob.
No, don't get me started.
It kind of looks like Blob.
They are related.
It looks.
One of my favorite things is Western Kentucky. They never take themselves too serious. They lean into this thing, man. They lean into it heavy. You saw the helmet last year. If you could load that on Google Image. With their just the two eyes from Blob. I'm sorry, from Red.
Big Red.
They also, just like us, they had Shaq come DJ a party recently. So I mean, the pregame party, you know, some of that win bet money. But yeah, no, they lean into it, dude. They get it. They know it's hilarious. That the Philadelphia Stars, they pretended like it was cool. That's what I'm saying. Is like being self-aware is all the battle right there. Like they know it's ridiculous. They lean into it being ridiculous.
The Bowling Green Daily News, the home paper there described Big Red as an amorphous, ambiguous, asexual, and always lovable representative of the school's athletics.
I don't know. I'm looking at that thing. That's not asexual. That thing's looking to get
full
fucked.
sexual.
Yeah, it's looking to get laid.
Yeah, look at that smile.
Kramer,
I'm with you guys.
Sam Houston, we need a little dogs on the card. Speaking of dogs, shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Of course, they got it all over on Underdog Fantasy and nice pick'em opportunities, including college football week 0. And of course, they have a great new offer where for new customers, you can play $5 and get $50 in bonus funds. Colby, why don't we put together a 2-pick entry for the Ireland game? We got Iowa State, Kansas State. We like Rocco Becht. His passing yards set at 229.5. Maybe Abu Sema to get in the end zone. What do you like in that Ireland game, Colby?
I am whoa.
What's
I
wrong,
am breaking my computer right now. No, I went to go put my fingerprint in on the password, and I almost turned off the entire computer.
Well, Colby's, again, Colby's the opposite of MacGyver when it comes to technology. MacGyver can't upload. MacGyver can't upload his podcast episode because his desktop is crashing due to Crocodile Dundee photos. He has 25,000 loaded on his desktop. Sorry, Colby, what were you saying?
And I got the right ones. Tell me about what Carson Hansen is.
Carson Hansen, we got 59.5 rushing yards, 16.5 longest rush. We got him to get a rushing touchdown, or just him to get a touchdown.
Let's do that.
Touchdown.
Let's do that
for Carson Hansen. All right.
Yeah.
And what are we doing on the Kansas State side?
Dylan Edwards. What's longest rush?
20.5. He's not getting a 21 yard.
Dude, he's a flea. That dude's got jets, man.
He's a flea.
You want to go higher?
I would say. The problem is it could be
not on that
rush,
turf. It's gonna be sloppy.
It's a rush. That's specifically.
I feel like they throw a lot of screens to him. No, let's fade that then. Let's fade that.
Yeah,
Matt Campbell keeps him in check. Yeah.
All right, so Carson Hansen higher rushing and or receiving touchdown, and Dylan Edwards lower 20.5 longest rush. Put that together and you'll pick them.
Oh, we are
3X.
so back.
Returns you a nice 3x return. Underdogfantasy.com, promo code SGPN. And of course, if you're on the fence, last chance, get out to Las Vegas for Ultimate Contest Weekend. Hang out with us, Colby, Mac, Steffi Smalls, producer Ryan. You got our good buddy CJ. Shout out to C Generates. And of course, sign up for the Circa Million, Circa Survivor, Circa Grandissimo. If you're a whale, use our proxy, footballcontest.com, promo code SGP, $50 off the proxy fees. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere. You have until pretty sure it's a Saturday or Sunday right before the NFL season kicks off.
Deadline Saturday.
Saturday afternoon, right? Doing
some real journalism. I spoke to someone who was entered in Grandissimo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was enjoying the perks of being in Grandissimo, which I guess gets you some nights in the Circa.
Yeah,
a flight out here.
Yep.
He was pretty stoked. He tells me that he's from the East Coast. He was one of those guys that drives around to different places to get his bets in. So anyway, getting down for $100K in a contest, pretty badass.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. But sign up for the contest, footballcontest.com, promo code SGP. And of course, anytime you're staying downtown Las Vegas, Circa, Golden Gate, and the D, SGP 15 get you 15% off.
All right, back to it. Another bonus game, courtesy of Colby. This is like so the 5 real games you're gonna actually watch are like the beers you have at the party. These are the Jello shots that the chick walks around on the tray that you have no choice but to say yes to, and you regret it afterwards. UC Davis taking on Mercer. This is a battle of two. Just I assume this game was picked because these are two important teams in the FCS. In beautiful Montgomery, Alabama, 4 p.m. on the West Coast. Mercer laying a point.
Yeah, and this is probably, honestly, this might be the second best game from a score point of view. Potentially the best. Two top 15 teams in the FCS for the preseason rankings. Mercer's projected to win the SoCon, and UC Davis is in contention to win the Big Sky with Montana and Montana State there. So
really?
and what they got the Mountain West stuff going too, man. They might be in the Mountain West. I mean, they're in the Mountain West for all the other sports and football. They kind of left the door open there, saying, "Hey, get your shit together here." So
it's a badass bear. We make fun of the bear. We make fun of some of the college bears. If they come up to FBS level, a lot of programs going to have to take notice. Actually, most of the bears are FCS programs anyway.
There are a lot of bears in the FCS.
Maine, Montana. This is a badass bear.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Colby, what's the play? I honestly tried. I spent a decent amount trying to find info on this matchup. I was not finding a ton. What are we doing here?
Well, I think the problem is it's UC Davis. It's almost like the Big Ten when they go east, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, my default was just to take Mercer because they're at home and they're facing a California school. Is it that simple?
Yes.
All right.
To me, a team from Macon, Georgia. What's that distance to Montgomery, Alabama? It can't be that long, right?
Yeah. There's no direct flights from Davis to Macon, Georgia. That's a hell of a trip.
Yeah. If this was more neutral, I think Davis might be the better team this year. But I just think the fact it's there going cross country, I'll take the Mercer Bears as well. This is a team that's been pretty good over the past couple of years, and like I said, they're projected to win the SoCon, which is obviously a really historic conference when it comes to college football. So, yeah, Tim Plow, the head coach there at UC Davis, former Boise State guy, doing a good job with that program. But I think you got to take Mercer here. But this is probably one of the better games on the whole entire board.
Where did you say, Colby? Where are they playing this in Montgomery?
This is the legendary stadium there. Oh man, what the hell's the name of it?
It's relatively small. Is it a big stadium?
It's a classic stadium. They used to play. Oh man,
you're embarrassed. Colby, come on. You're supposed to know all the stadiums. Anyway, yeah.
Crumper. Oh man, I've had a heck of a day here. What is the stadium? Stadium. It's Crampton Bowl. Crampton. There we go. Yeah. And it used to be.
Now Colby.
It used to be home, I believe. I believe they've played not only, I want to say played some old school baseball games there too. Like way back in the day. But yeah, it's a cool stadium. It's a classic stadium. So they do this every year here.
Kramer, you're on Mercer too?
Yes, and I did ask AI to give me a number on this game, and it Grok would make this UC Davis -3.5. If anyone's interested.
Really?
Yeah,
it's a bad number, Grok.
I have no idea why, but I didn't read into go ahead, Colby.
The 1943 Negro League World Series was held there.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Wow. That's an old stadium.
Hitting you with knowledge.
The regionality of this is ridiculous. This is like when the SEC plays someone at the Dome in Atlanta every year. Virtual home game, as Colby likes to call it. All right, we got another. So we're all on Mercer.
Yes.
Badass Bears. Another FCS game. This one is being played in Atlanta. Is this a neutral site as well, Colby?
Yes. 4:30 Center Park Stadium there.
Yeah, 4:30. Oh, this is I like this. This is 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. What's this classic called?
MEAC versus SWAC.
Oh, it's just like, okay, they didn't have a cool name on it. NC Central laying 14 projected against Southern. Colby.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is really just the MEAC historically, I guess, has the leg up there. But man, this game could be really good because it is. I was surprised at that number, man. Because you look back, both these teams I think were 8-3 a year ago. Now Central deserves to be favored because Trey Oliver's been a really good coach there. Like they were 3 points away from going to the Celebration Bowl last year, losing to South Carolina State by 3. And their quarterback, absolute dog, Walker Harris. If you didn't get a chance to check him out, I'm telling you, one of the better FCS quarterbacks. But don't sleep on Southern, man. Terrence Graves did a great year a season ago. They probably have one of the best defensive linemen in all of the FCS in Kelby Givens. This guy will get drafted in the NFL. Look, they went out, they brought in Cameron McCoy from Jackson State. They got Dylan Compton, a freshman that they've been raving about. So I'm kind of fascinated by this game. Give me the points. It's too many points. I think NC Central's the better team, but you know what? Give me the points. I know historically, if Terrell Furman Jr. was here, he would say MEAC all day. Probably lay that number, even though there was rivals. Yeah. But man, I don't know, man. And I'm curious what the crowd will be, man. Both these fan bases are great. So, I got to take the points. It's just too many points.
Yeah, 14's way too much for my knowledge of what's going on. Southern's they're not a complete joke of a program, so I'll take Southern the 14. Kramer, what are you doing?
When in doubt, lay the points in the FCS. That's the model for this year.
Okay.
I haven't checked to see if Rhythm agrees, but I'm assuming AI also likes in general to lay points when dealing with lower levels of competition. And like you said, I'm sure that is what Terrell would say in terms of MEAC versus SWAC. Last game, this one counts, and you'll be watching it. 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Is it really starting that early, Colby?
Yeah. Damn TV execs.
Yeah, what's
annoying?
That should be 7 p.m. right?
Yeah, come on. The whole point of having Hawaii.
Yeah,
literally, it's an island game. It's supposed to be on an island, meaning you play it at a time later, so that it's the only game. I mean, not that these other games are really going to be televised, but either way, make it later.
Stanford now catching 2.5 +114. On the island, and shout out to a friend of the program, Matt Humans. He'll be down Maui.
Him and Tim Murray
down there hanging out.
Decent guys.
Do a little pregame show, a little decent pregame. Hawaii -137, -2.5, 50.5 is the total. Does seem like Hawaii has gotten a lot of love. Probably as much love as that Rainbow Warrior that Colby has on our screen is willing to
that
put
guy's
out.
gotten a lot of love over the years.
He's got.
Well, we had discussed this game earlier on in the preseason, and we were all on Hawaii catching was like 1.5, 2 points, and now they're favorites. So I don't love the line move, but it's going to be tough to not take Hawaii. Timmy Chang at home, they were 6-1 ATS last year. Stanford is a dog on the road. The weirdness with Frank Reich as the interim head coach, that's just stuff I want to fade, but the gambling, like if I was a CLV guy, and that's all I worried about. You don't like crossing through zero here. I guess it didn't go through a ton of key numbers. But Colby, are you scared off the line movement? Are you still in Hawaii? It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
It's not paradise all the time. It's not paradise all the time, and that includes for these filthy tree huggers there in Palo Alto coming out to the island. All right. I am kind of got to speak to Frank Wright at ACC Media Days.
Look at the flex.
Oh no.
He said we're going to be a power rushing team. Give me Hawaii minus the points. That was enough for me. I was like, wait, there's not with this roster. I mean, you can try. We'll see if it works. But I think Dennis Thurman has added a real toughness to this Hawaii defense. They had Rex Ryan come visit them, in the off season. I think, I know Kalooks and that was Rob,
I know the Kalooks. That Rob Ryan. Do yourself a favor and look up that clip of Rob Ryan discussing his trip to Hawaii. It's this like long rambling story, but it's very funny.
It's very excellent.
But I'm still gonna take him. I think there's enough explosive. Pofele Ashlock is a beast at the wide receiver spot. I think there's enough there with the home crowd behind him, and the new news of Aloha Stadium coming. I think they're gonna ride this momentum.
That's my favorite part. Like the players, the fans are going to be excited. There's rumblings of the new stadium finally getting built. That thing's gonna take 10 years. You ever been to Hawaii? They're on their own time.
It takes a day to drive from one side of the island.
They're still
to the
working
other.
on their monorail over there. I love Hawaii.
Yeah,
Hawaii, but they're not.
That's why you love it, because they're at a different pace.
Yeah, they're not public works projects people.
Well, they're not directly.
I mean, the waves are great today. Well, I'm not gonna work on this dumb stadium. I'm gonna go surfing.
What's your opinion on the shaved ice?
It's delicious.
Well, it's not shaved ice. It's shave ice.
Whatever the fuck.
You round eye motherfucker. You offending the great island of Hawaii. I mean, they are friends with Las Vegas, Sean. So
yes,
we're basically
Ninth Island.
We're basically residents.
Kramer, what are you doing? Are you sticking with Hawaii?
All right. So I was all over the Hawaii angle with you guys, and I'm still on it. But I'm going to point this out. As you know, Sean, we're out in Vegas all the time. We've become friends with folks who would they would consider themselves people who bet for a living.
Yes.
Would you agree with that statement? They're all on Stanford. All the people who bet for a living are on Stanford.
Okay.
They love that Tim Murray is talking up Hawaii on VSiN, quote unquote. That's
really?
Journalism right there. And so that was my only concern. But I mean, just the way that the Stanford, just in general, when teams turn over outside of the normal transfer portal windows, where like they have that weird loophole where when a coach gets fired, kids can leave, but you can't necessarily get kids from other places that are already locked in. I'm sure I'm screwing this up a little bit, Colby, but essentially I have to imagine this Stanford team is just going to suck ass this year. And
it seems like a nightmare setup.
And the only thing I'll say though is they did name Goldbranson the starter. This is a guy that started a lot of games at Oregon State. Won a good amount of those too. But he was kind of a lawn chair. But Stanford always has like hidden talent because the school, the academics and the prestige of the school, like it's like when Harbaugh took over and there's a guy named Richard Sherman just sitting there. And he's like, whoa, okay. You know what I mean? Like they do get like a higher caliber athlete sometimes than you think just because it's Stanford. But I just think Hawaii's due. I think Hawaii is going to be a bowl team this year. Timmy Chang has gotten better win percentage wise every single year.
Yeah,
and I think
they're good ATS at home.
Yeah, and they should have beat UCLA last year to open the season. They let that one get away from them. I think this is similar. They have been pinpointing this one. They figure it out. All
right, let's do it. Time for the lock dog. The tease? No, we don't do the tease for the college show. Lock dog bonus lock.
Ever since the Northwestern situation, we said no more teases in college.
Kramer, what's your lock?
Wait, we don't do teases for football? I thought we did teases for football. It was basketball.
We did do teases.
Okay.
That's the joke because Colby always teases the most hilarious numbers.
Yes.
But since the flying squirrel incident, we should probably at least consider it lock. And I just keep coming back to like this dog and across the pond has been such a strong trend for us. So give me that +3.5 for Iowa State.
Okay.
For the dog, I don't have a lot of options here. So we're going to go big game hunting week 1. Give me Sam Houston State +285.
Oh,
I don't know if Colby approves.
Okay.
For the bonus lock. Oh man, it does. It's one of two. It's either we ride with UNLV, we're Vegas residents,
or Bulls.
No, we already have the Hawaii ticket, so we just ride with it. The line's moved a couple points. I don't think it matters going from 1 to 2.5.
Yeah,
and then for the tease, I'm not going to tease FCS because that's not something you can do in the real world. Give me Kansas -6.5. Give me, Jesus, we don't have that many games. Give me UNLV -19.5, and give me Iowa State up to 9.5.
Yes. All right. For my lock, give me UNLV and the Running Rebels to run it up 25.5. Lay it. Don't worry about it. For my dog, give me Iowa State on the money line. For my bonus lock, what are you laughing at?
Oh, you got. I'm not in a position to put a chat up on the screen, but you got to. Dick Gertzberger just put a comment in the chat that made me laugh very hard.
It looks like Ryan and Sean are sharing a soda.
Like the two helmets are like a big like.
It's Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, you know.
Lady in the. All right, so my bonus lock, Kramer. Colby almost talked me into Mercer as my bonus lock.
You're not bonus locking an FCS program.
I do like fading the Nazis. Shout out to World War II. I will go with Hawaii. You got to go with the girl that brought you, or whatever. The dance with the girl that you brought her. And for my tease, to Kramer's point, it's tough to tease FCS stuff, so I will just go with the Iowa State 9.5.
Yeah.
UNLV 19.5 and Kansas -6.5. Colby, you're on the clock. What are you doing? Lock, dog, bonus lock, and a tease.
Let's lock up It's Iowa State plus 3.5 there. I would take it on the money line, but I have Sam Houston State also on the money line.
Let's go.
So, let's go plus 285. The bonus lock. It will be Tarleton State. We still never pulled up a photo of that stadium where there's nothing on the other side. There's just a field.
I don't mind Tarleton State either.
I will lay it with Tarleton State. The tease, I completely agree with you guys. We're doing a good tease here. We should load up in Vegas when we're out there because I think this thing is going to smash. Kansas minus 6.5, UNLV minus 19.5, Iowa State plus 9.5. Let's go.
And I'll give out a bonus parlay. I assume you guys are down, but a Sam Houston State, Iowa State money line parlay.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Why not?
Let's go. Let's start it off with a great little parlay.
What about like the 12 time zone parlay? We do Iowa State and Hawaii.
I like it. Sure, let's go. Let's do both.
I mean, I like both. I like both those as well.
Now people are probably scrambling to
Iowa
count
State plus 3.5 and Hawaii minus 2.5. Okay.
People are probably trying to scramble and figure out how many time zones are actually between.
People like correcting us. Hey, if
might
you got,
be 11.
If you got questions, comments, always respond. And over on Spotify, toss us a 5 stars rating review over there, trying to dominate the Spotify charts. Again, get in your entry for the phrase that pays. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/phrase for your chance to win $1,000 Circa NFL future. If you're coming out to Circa for Ultimate Contest Weekend, hit us up at Gambling Podcast. We're going to be walking around, hanging out, shaking hands, drinking cocktails.
I'm bringing the big bag so I can bring extra firm handshakes.
Yes, and we're gonna have a bunch of hats, lighters, and free shit to give away. So come say what's up, and of course check out the college football experience. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the Money Green. He's Ryan.
It's amazing Nichols never was forced to change their logo.
Kramer, let it ride.
I want better fucking execution. I'm lit.
None.
The slot. How's the slot?
You know I'm a degenerate.